Welcome back to another episode of From One Screen to Another. Basically, this is a webcam interview show that we're doing where we sit down and talk to very interesting people. Today we'll be talking to a rapper who has almost 25,000 Instagram followers and is best known for his series, What If Blank Was a Rapper. In this series, he takes pop culture figures and put them in the rapping seat and then makes a song from their perspective. This could be anything from your movie characters to all the way to comic book characters. So without further ado, please welcome Trav B Ryan. What made you start doing What If Blank Was a Rapper?
What made me start doing it, I always been a fan of comic book characters, and I wanted to make those characters relatable and kind of like make them more human and grounded so other people can, start seeing the characters like how I see them. Because I always thought of them as real people for some reason, but I just wanted to bring out their flaws and, their accomplishments and, their backstories and the motivation behind it. So I just wanted to make it grounded and more realistic for people.
I mean, you definitely seem to pull that off. I remember whenever I first discovered your stuff, I think I was doing a walk for a commute back and forth to work, and I started listening to a lot of your Bat Family related stuff. I'm like, wow, this actually feels like I'm kind of hearing their story because you have the actual information of the comic books mixed into the lyrics. So it just felt really authentic and natural to the characters.
Yeah, so I kind of made it like for two audiences and trying to merge them. Like for the one audience, the comic book heads that knows exactly the stories of these characters, and then for the ones that's not really familiar with those stories, I wanted to bring it together. So I'm making like a human aspect and then still pleasing the comic book fans like me. So.
Definitely. So with you've been doing this for what, has it been 4 years now of you doing that series, or how long?
Around 4 years.
Wow. Is there anything interesting that you learned in 4 years of kind of putting that online content out there? Because you definitely get some views on some of the videos, so you get to kind of learn as this process all goes.
Yeah, well, definitely the first thing I learned was just put everything out there. Your own worst critic, and if you keep like doubting yourself and thinking, oh no, this is corny and this is like whack, I'm not gonna put it out there, you kind of stop yourself. When I started to just throw everything out there, everybody seems to like it because I guess it shows a part of me even if I don't like it. So definitely what I learned is just to throw everything out there.
I think it's definitely smart, and you basically putting more stuff out there, even if it's not your 100% best every time. You're putting stuff out there so people will still find you. And say if you put out a song that was only maybe like a B out of like a rating system, well, they will then go to your channel and then see all the A's. So it definitely good in that mindset.
And then you never know who's a fan of what. Like you can make a song about a character and then you think it's whack and nobody's going to pay attention to it. A lot of people are a fan of that specific character, so that's why they tune into it. So it's like a lot of factors, and you got to take advice from your audience. So the more you put out, the more you know what to tweak and what to change, and go from there.
So you've been jumping around with over the last 4 years with the different range of characters. You've jumped from comic books to movies to TV shows. Is comic books your main preference, or do you just kind of go with whatever calls to you?
Comic books is the first preference, definitely my main preference. I like to dabble into video game characters. I think they have pretty dope backstories as well. And a lot of movie characters as well, but definitely comic books. Comic books would be the main preference.
Definitely. Do you have, obviously it's like picking a child, but do you have any of particular favorite ones you've done over the 4 years?
That's definitely like picking a child. Dr. Manhattan.
Now I just feel like you. I can feel everything you've been through. I can feel your cells when they move, and I'll tell you when they split in two. Don't move.
Yeah.
I like
that. Was really a good one.
Yeah.
It
just shows like it was kind of hard approaching it because I wanted to be different from other comic raps I did. So it's kind of like it was kind of more realistic, and I made him more relatable, basically. Since he's such an overpowered, superhero, it's hard to make him relatable, but I try to come across like that and use that as a plan.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of that stuff shines through in your final product whenever I check out your stuff. So whenever you work on things and you put things out on the internet, has there been anything that you've ever wanted to try to revisit? Any particular songs, whether you want to give a fresh take on, or?
Yeah. There's a few. There's Deadpool that I did, and then the first Joker rap I did about the comic book based Joker, not the movie Joker. I always wanted to revisit that, and the Flash also. I did the Flash. It got a lot of plays, but I definitely want to do that over with more knowledge that I know now. I can tap into that. I did Spawn over recently, and that had a pretty good reception. So I definitely want to revisit those.
I am not heaven, I am not hell. I am hot chains, I am hot shells. I am the fire that the iron pot dwells. My soul just fell.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the things where you play the balance of revisiting it. You can definitely apply a bunch of stuff that you didn't before, but also, you know, sometimes you make it and it's what it is, and then you move on to the next thing. So it's definitely a balance. It has to be more of a passion, revisit more than just to do it.
And it's also like a scary kind of approach to it, because you don't want to mess up what people saw before, and you don't want to, you know, take away from the original video. But it's always like a kind of gamble when you go revisit other stuff.
So I was going through some of your social media and just kind of looking at like all this. Like I said, I was revisiting all your content from the last 4 years. Just, you know, one, because I want to listen to your music, but two, it's good for researching for an interview. Which platform do you think you do the best on? Because I know you have a pretty good following on Instagram. Your YouTube videos you typically get a decent number of views. Do you have a better platform or like your best platform?
So speaking of it, the main platform that I do the best on is Instagram. I get the most plays and the most followers off of there, and that's where it all started. That's where everybody started to find me and recognize me. So Instagram is my top priority every time I post a video, and then YouTube, of course. Yeah.
Did you ever get Will Smith to see that one video that you did yet?
In West Philadelphia, born and raised, I know I had to blow up like a large grenade. Yeah, Caroline made me, so I had to be bright. I had to be like 12 when I first saw the mic. Wait,
We did not.
Okay.
We did not. I'm still trying.
I see you push it every now and again. I'm like, I'm waiting to see it happen.
I'm still trying, and I'm gonna make sure the world knows once he sees it. I'm gonna repost it 24 hours a day.
Well, at this point, I feel like you're eventually going to get to everybody but him, so it's just going to be process of elimination, and he'll see it eventually.
He's going to be the last person to recognize it. Like, I heard about you.
So, going through some of these questions I have for you, are there any genre of characters you would like to start doing more songs for, in particular?
Definitely anime. I hardly touch on that subject, and I notice when I do, there's a lot of fan reaction to it. I did Dragon Ball Z. I did like a whole Dragon Ball Z themed month, and everybody loved it. I even had the Super Saiyan wig on and everything, so everybody loved it. I definitely want to go into that genre, like Bleach, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, all that stuff. I just want to tap into it, and see how the reception is.
I mean, it's definitely would be a popular bit of pop culture to go for, and you could definitely pull in some new followers that you may have not had before because of it.
So I think that's like the new kind of comic book wave. This anime, basically, is like a new kind of club that's getting really popular.
Yeah.
The past few years.
I think people are just getting more comfortable seeing it, and the fact that it's on every streaming service just like any other TV show now. Like the market's definitely saturated where people are watching it, giving it a shot, and then falling in love with it.
Yeah, and then nerd culture is becoming cool. Like nobody's really saying it, but it's becoming like really cool to be a nerd. So this is the time to be loud right now.
Hey, I mean, it's also a great time to make music based off characters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, anime, I've been seeing you've been doing some stuff for The Mandalorian. What about, are there any other sci-fi kind of properties you might look at doing eventually that you thought about?
Off the top of my head, I would say, I was thinking about doing a Predator series and even like a horror series where it was like Jason and the Texas Chainsaw.
That could
Massacre.
be cool.
Yeah, I wanted to dabble into that. Just anything that keeps my creative juice flowing. I'm a fan of everything fiction.
Yeah.
So anything fiction I can just look up, and even if I don't know it, I just do the research on it and become involved with the character and then go from there. But I'm open to everything, but definitely those two.
Very cool. So obviously a lot of your early stuff was started with comic book characters. I remember seeing a while ago that you are now a comic book character yourself. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I teamed up with the good guys from Far Corner Studios, and they actually hit me up and came with a proposal like, we want to make you a comic book character. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. So it's like they base the character as just basically a guy from New York. He's like on his last leg. He's trying to find a place in the world, and he stumbles across this world of like magic and kings and different hidden countries, and he finds out that he's a part of that through his bloodline. So it's a pretty dope, exciting take on me. Basically, it's based on me, but it's dope. I'm very excited for it. The first issue is coming out sometime later on this month or next month, but it's gonna be dope. I'm pretty excited for it.
Well, what was that feeling like? Do you feel like you kind of got a whole new perspective on comic books now that you've kind of been in that process?
I have a lot of respect for comic book creators all over the world. There's a lot of work, there's a lot of patience, a lot of back and forth with throwing ideas, and a lot of figuring out how to make this universe make sense, make it more realistic, so people can relate to it. So it's a lot of work at the back end that we don't see as comic book fans.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever they put it together, you said you approached them first, or how did that part come together?
Well, no, he approached me, the guy from Far Corner Studios, and he said, "Yo, I got an idea. We want to make you a comic book character in our universe." And I was like, "Oh yeah, let's do it." I don't think anybody would turn that down.
Oh no, not at all. What was it like when you first saw the illustration? When you kind of saw that cartoon version of you?
It was crazy. I put it as my screensaver, as my wallpaper on my phone. I instantly wrote a rap the same day about it. It was bananas. It was like you're a comic book fan and you finally see yourself in the comic book. It's everything comes full circle and you feel like you know that's your purpose. And I was just proud of that moment.
No, I can imagine, and I can imagine it being pretty good inspiration for working on a song, because you get to look at this thing that no one else has really seen much of. So it's like it's your perfect starting point.
Yeah, and you're excited to tell the world about it. So that's pretty dope.
Basically, do you for other people who are making online content right now, with your experience that you have over the last 4 years of doing this series, is there any advice you could give to them?
Oh yeah, just the same thing. Like, don't be in your head too much. Just put everything out. If you feel like you want to create something, and then when you create it, you feel like, no, this is trash, I don't want to put it out, just put it out anyway. Because you never know. You never know who's watching. You never know who's a fan of you and just want to hear you rap or put out content. Just put it out. Don't psych yourself out. Don't be in your head.
Yeah, speaking of people following you, I saw Gary V's following you on Instagram now.
Don't ever think you ain't good enough. Look how I did it. 78 in the studio, I was lying in it. Up in Queens, we was all kings in our mind, get it? Now I'm getting better with time. A future wine critic in Jersey selling lemonade. I was under.
Gary V's definitely going me. Gary V, Mike Coulter from Luke Cage, Winston C. Duke from Black Panther. So it's crazy.
And how'd that just come about? I'm guessing, were you trying to share stuff you did related to them, or they just find you organically? How'd that happen?
Well, Winston from Black Panther, he found me organically. Mike Coulter from Luke Cage, I made a song about him and his life story. Mm-hmm. I started doing a series called Real Life Superheroes, so I did it on him, on Winston, and on Gary V. And Gary V and Mike, that's how they found me, through that. So it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I just have ideas in my head, I put it out, and that's the result. People start following me, start recognizing me.
I think that's one thing that's really nice about the work that you do, is because you have such a good turnaround time where you have an idea and you kind of hit the ground running, it seems like. Which, a lot of people can't say that.
I write a song like within 10 minutes, so I can put out anything. As soon as I get an idea, I don't even think about it or overthink it, because I psych myself out like that. So I just put it out and see what it does. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's still part of my craft and makes me a better artist just by putting stuff out. So
definitely. So with us in our quarantine lifestyle right now, like, what have you been primarily up to? Like, anything interesting going on in your world?
I have a newborn.
Oh, I remember hearing about that. Congratulations.
Yeah, which is crazy. I have a newborn and I just got married too. So shout out to Daisy and Ryan. So it's a crazy life right now. So, but this is forcing me to spend more time in that family life and also more time with my craft and my music. So, like I said before, it's a gift and a curse. But it's a new life, definitely a new life.
Yeah. I mean, right now, the opportunities we get to spend time with family is kind of nice, but also it's like everything is pretty much frozen except what you're doing at home. So you can take the time and actually put more time toward your music or kind of do anything that you haven't had time to do.
Yeah. So you start learning about yourself, you start learning about your family, learn about other things. You start looking up weird things and start learning random facts about everything. So it's good. It's cool. I like it.
Very cool. So would you want to talk a little bit about your new song real quick before we wrap up?
Yeah. So the song is called No Home. It was made in the inspiration of the show The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. Just kind of making it relatable again and making people feel what the Mandalorian is going through. Basically, just cutting ties off of his past and leaving his code behind to go with what he believes in, like saving the child or anything in general in your life. Just not letting your past define you. And it's all over the internet. It's on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. People are loving it. It's all over blogs. The video's coming out real soon. I think in a few days it should be done, and I'll post it up for you guys. But that's it. Yeah, it's a great song. I hope you guys check it out.
Definitely. Well, hey, man, it's really great talking to you. You know, we kind of went back for DMs and whatnot over the last year or so, but actually getting to talk back and forth is pretty nice. So,
yeah, you're a pretty cool person.
Well, I appreciate it.
Call me anytime.
Hey, I appreciate it. And, working with you on the Red Stars video was kind of pretty cool for me. I'm like, man, I actually at least get to help and add something to your already good vision.
Let me tell you something. People love that. I've got more fans off of that than just a song. So, like, what you did on that was dope. Like, thank you for that.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm slowly, all the songs I've been working on with people, I'm slowly making a wall where I'm adding them all up with everything I work on. So, slowly trying to build out that list of people. But, it's been fun. People, I think, really like the contrast of the colors in that video. I think
it still shows the kind of passion and what's going on in the song. So that's pretty dope. That's genius, actually.
Yeah, I think with how good your music is and how powerful it is, any of those little extra visuals that you add in, I think it just it gives you that kind of home run. So
takes it to another level. Yeah, we work good together. We definitely got to work on more projects.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just let me know anytime if there's a certain character you need help with, and I'll do what I can.
I got like 12. So I got
All right. Well, hey, thanks again for doing the interview. We'll consider this a wrap, and I'll keep talking to you via social media. But whenever this comes out, I'll let you know for sure.
Got you. Thanks for having me, man.
No problem. I'll talk to you later. Take it easy.
All right, have a good one.
Bye. Thank you for watching another episode of From One Screen to Another. To check out all of Travis's stuff, his links are in front of you. Check him out on social media. He is uploading pretty consistently on Instagram and YouTube. You can check out his new music video on YouTube. It is amazing, and it's definitely worth your time to check out. I'll also include a playlist of some of my favorite videos by Trav B Ryan. And as always, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at LarryDLane pretty much anywhere. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Bye.